southwest of Lake Tahoe, Nevada, October 1867. Deborah Harkness came awake with a snap, her hand already steady on the 6-gun under her pillow. Just as fast, she eased off the tension and the trigger. She knew that sound. "Deb, I've got to go." 3-year-old Maddie Sue needed to make a pre-dawn run into the tall grass. It was almost encouraging that, after months of being awakened many mornings in just this way, Deb could still get nervous. A woman needed to be alert on a wagon train heading through the wilderness. "Shh, honey, I'll take you. Shh." The little girl did her best to wait quietly. 3-year-olds weren't famous for that, while Deb slipped on the heavy coat she used for a blanket. Not waking up Maddie Sue's exhausted parents was always Deb's first goal. After that, not waking up Deb's sister Gwen and Maddie Sue's toddler cousin Ronnie ranked very high. Everyone needed their sleep. Deb had learned early on during this wagon train journey to sleep fully dressed, so it took just seconds to put Maddie Sue's little coat on her. It was sharply cold in the peaks of the Sierra Nevada mountains in October. Deb grabbed her knapsack and shoved her pistol inside. She never, ever left the safety of the wagon train without the bag and the gun. Mr. Scott had stressed this small precaution until it was a reflex. She urged Maddie Sue toward the back of the covered wagon. A whimper stopped her. Ronnie. If she left the little boy, he'd be bawling his head off before Deb got back, and it wouldn't just be Mr. and Mrs. Scott who'd be awake. It'd be the whole wagon train. Ronnie could howl something terrible. "I've got him, Deb." Gwen was awake now, too. "I'll walk out with you." In the pitch dark of the wagon, Deb could more hear than see her 18-year-old sister donning her own coat. Deb was tempted to growl with frustration. At this rate, she and Maddie Sue would be leading a parade into the privacy of the grass. Instead, she just whispered, "Thank you." She and Gwen had teamed up to keep the Scott children tended in return for a ride across the country. They'd earned every penny of the trip. Now they walked silently away from the small wagon train. There was not a stir from behind them, so Deb thought they'd left the Scotts still sleeping. She sincerely hoped so.